They told her, "You're fired." So she started a global empire.
He made fun of my dreams. Today I am the name of his biggest fear. So after telling this story, your enthusiasm will increase 10 times. You will be stunned to know what happened with Harper. The sound of typing and quiet talking fills the office. As Harper Lane sits at her desk at Renshaw and Clyde Financial, it's a cold Monday morning in New York City, and light snow is starting to fall outside the window. Inside, Harper is finishing a report she worked on all weekend. Her eyes are tired, and her coffee is cold, but she feels proud of what she's done. She starts at the firm as an intern, fresh out of Columbia University. Over the past 5 years, she climbs the corporate ladder slowly but surely. From junior analyst to senior strategist, she gives the company everything. Long nights, early mornings, even missed holidays with her family. But it doesn't matter. She believes loyalty means security. My friend, before continuing the story further, please subscribe to the channel so that my motivation will increase and I will bring new motivational videos which will increase your motivation. So let us start. Now, that illusion shatters at 10:05 a.m. Her phone pings with an email notification. Subject: Urgent HR meeting 10:15 am. Harper frowns. No prior notice. No agenda. Her heart begins to race. 10 minutes later, she sits across from her manager, Doug, and a woman from HR she barely recognizes. Doug won't even look her in the eye. "Harper," he begins, clearing his throat. "This isn't easy. The company is making some tough decisions. Your role has been eliminated." Her mouth falls open. "What? Why? I just led the Lexington account, our biggest win this quarter." Doug sighs. "It's not about performance. It's strategic restructuring." Strategic. The word feels like poison. She leaves with a single box of her belongings and a severance package that won't even cover her next 2 months' rent. Outside, the snow turns to sleet. As she walks down Fifth Avenue with tears in her eyes, something inside her breaks, but another part lights up. The first week after being fired, Harper doesn't get out of bed. She orders cheap takeout, ignores texts, and binge watches old episodes of Shark Tank. But by day 8, something inside her snaps. She pulls out her laptop and opens a blank Google Doc. Title: Ember Analytics Draft Business Plan. She doesn't have money. She doesn't have a team, but she has vision. For years, she's seen how small businesses, especially those led by women and minorities, struggle to afford financial consulting. Big firms only cater to corporations. What if there's a company that offers smart, data-driven financial guidance at prices small businesses can actually afford? She writes for hours. She makes lists. She researches grants. She devours articles on how to bootstrap a company. Bym. One sentence is circled in red at the top of the document. "If they won't hire me, I'll hire myself." Harper launches Ember Analytics from her living room with $3,200 in savings and an outdated MacBook. She builds a basic website, prints flyers at a FedEx store, and walks into every cafe, salon, and boutique in Brooklyn with a pitch. Most people say no, some laugh, but on day 27, a woman named Nina, who runs a vegan juice bar, says yes. "I've been losing money for months. If you can help me, I'll tell everyone I know," Nina says. Harper works day and night on Nina's books. She restructures her pricing, helps her apply for a local small business grant, and introduces a digital loyalty program. 2 months later, Nina's revenue doubles. Word spreads. Then comes a flower shop, a hair salon, a home bakery run by two sisters from Queens. Each client brings more referrals. Harper starts waking up at a.m. and working until a.m., surviving on iced coffee and passion. She hires a freelance accountant part-time, then a graphic designer. Slowly, Ember Analytics grows. A year after being fired, Harper runs Ember full-time with a team of 6. They work from an office the size of a bedroom in downtown Brooklyn, their whiteboard covered in Post-it notes. They don't have fancy titles or ergonomic chairs, but they have purpose. One morning, an email lands in Harper's inbox. Subject: Feature request Women Rising magazine. It's from a journalist who hears about Ember through a bakery owner in Harlem. She wants to profile Harper's journey from being fired to founding a startup that's helped 200+ women-led businesses thrive. The article, titled From Pink Slip to Powerhouse, The Woman Behind Ember Analytics, goes viral within 48 hours. Harper receives 600 new inquiries. Angel investors reach out. Venture capitalists ask for meetings. TEDx invites her to speak. For the first time, Harper hires a lawyer, then a CTO, then opens a second office in Chicago. She was once disposable. Now, she's undeniable. By year 3. Ember Analytics operates in 5 U.S. cities with partnerships in South America and Southeast Asia. Harper launches Ember Global, a division providing financial literacy training for women in underserved communities. Through digital courses and local partnerships, Ember helps women in Kenya, Colombia, and the Philippines launch their own businesses. In India, a village co-op uses Ember's tools to triple profits selling handmade textiles. In Brazil, Ember helps organize funding for a collective of women-owned coffee growers. Harper travels the world, speaks at global forums, and is honored by the United Nations for her work in economic empowerment. She stands on stages in designer heels and speaks with the same fire that was once ignored, but she never forgets the rain on Fifth Avenue, or the way Doug wouldn't meet her eyes. At a New York business gala, Harper sits at a VIP table surrounded by entrepreneurs, CEOs, and media personalities. Across the room, she spots a man in a gray suit with thinning hair. Doug, he walks toward her, clearly unsure of how to approach. Harper, he says, awkwardly smiling. Didn't expect to see you here. She sips her champagne. Why? Because I wasn't invited to the table last time? He clears his throat. I've read about Ember. You've really built something. Actually, Renshaw is looking for someone to lead a new innovation division. Thought maybe we could talk. Harper smiles, but it's the kind of smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes. Thanks, Doug, but I'm not looking for a job. I'm too busy changing the world. She walks away, heels clicking like thunder. Harper uses Ember's success to launch a foundation that offers grants to teen girls interested in business and tech. She returns to Colombia as a guest lecturer. She mentors young women and donates laptops to underfunded schools. By the time she turns 35, Harper Lane has helped over 60,000 women around the world start, save, or scale their businesses. Forbes calls her the architect of a financial revolution. Time magazine features her on the cover with the headline, From Fired to Founder, the woman who changed the rules. She frames that issue and places it next to the photo of her old cubicle, the one with the fluorescent lights and chipped coffee mugs. One rainy afternoon, Harper receives a letter in the mail. It's handwritten. Dear Miss Lane, you probably don't remember me, but I was the HR manager at Renshaw the day you were let go. I wanted to say, I'm sorry for how that was handled. You didn't deserve it. I've followed your journey, and I just want you to know what you've built is nothing short of extraordinary. Thank you for turning something painful into something powerful. Warm regards, Lillian Chen. Harper sits with the letter in her lap, her chest rising slowly. It doesn't erase the past, but it acknowledges it. She writes back, Dear Lillian, thank you. It means more than you know. Sometimes, life has to push you out the wrong door to get you through the right one. Wishing you all the best. Harper Lane. Today, Ember Analytics operates in 19 countries. It's a name whispered in startup circles and spoken proudly by street vendors, shopkeepers, and dreamers. Harper still keeps the pink slip from her firing framed in gold. She doesn't keep it to remember the pain. She keeps it to remember the promise. Because sometimes the worst day of your life is the day you're finally set free.